On this week's Scouting Report, we talk about how the Sounders can unlock Nicolas Lodeiro and Clint Dempsey to get the best out of both players. What's up everyone, Steve Zakuani here. Welcome to the Quest Diagnostics Scouting Report. Good health starts with knowing. The Sounders back on the road again this week after the goalless draw versus FC Dallas last weekend. Still on this great, amazing, unbeaten run, but in recent weeks, the feeling has been that points have been left on the table. Facing a Salt Lake team that's also in very good form and always tough to play at altitude at Rio Tinto. What can the Sounders do to really unlock this attack going into the playoffs to be firing on all cylinders? In Nicolas Lodeiro and Clint Dempsey, they have, in my estimation, two of the top 10 players in this league. But the jury is rightly still out. How do they best fit together? Can they play together? The answer for me is yes, but something has to happen. Early in the season, away to Minnesota, the Sounders were in glorious form. And the reason for that was Nicolas Lodeiro was allowed to operate underneath, more in the number 10 role, and Clint Dempsey, though he started there, played much higher up the pitch. Both of his goals came in the 18-yard box. This past weekend in FC Dallas, Clint Dempsey had very few touches, if any, in the FC Dallas 18-yard box. When Clint Dempsey plays deeper and Lodeiro is always deeper, they end up being in each other's space. It's two great players, but with no threat in behind, teams can just push up and crowd the space they like to operate in. And so for the Sounders, push Clint Dempsey higher. He can start as a number 10, but he has to play higher towards the 18-yard box. It's where he does his great work. That then allows Nicolas Lodeiro to pull the strings underneath, find players, find the overlapping left back and right back, find Clint Dempsey, play combined roles, and let Clint be goal dangerous. If Clint Dempsey drops, Nico has to understand he needs to push a little bit higher or push wide. They cannot operate the same space because two of them being marked by one defender makes it too easy. For the Sounders to really get going, without Jordan Morris, who's that threat in behind, without him in there, it's even more important to spread Clint and Nico. Do not operate the same spaces. If they do that, Clint Dempsey can continue his fantastic season, which he's having right now. And Nicolas Lodeiro, who's been a revelation since coming to the club, can continue to recapture that form that helped this team win MLS Cup last year. If those two can figure out their spacing on the pitch this weekend, the Sounders should return to winning ways at Rio Tinto. And as always, you can catch all the action live on Joe TV, starting with the pre-game show at 6 p.m. Pacific time, or listen in on radio, Cairo Radio 97.3 and El Rey 1360 AM.